Narcissists are evolving. Yeah, that's right. Narcissists are evolving. Narcissists are changing with the times. Just like the information is out there for empaths, the same information is available to narcissists. So narcissists are inevitably getting better at being narcissistic, getting better at manipulating people. And that's what we're talking about today, y'all. Of course, if you're new here, I'm Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist myself. And welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Let's get it. Boom. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes, I am filming in my living room today. Y'all see my family stuff behind me. My kids are downstairs in my office, and now I have to film in the living room. But we make do. I got to get this information to you and whatnot. But yeah, y'all, evolution. Whether you believe in evolution or not, you're experiencing it right now in the niche or in this whole world of narcissistic abuse, of toxic relationship dynamics. Because again, narcissists are evolving. Like I said before, in the intro, in the hook, when I hooked you in, when I said that, narcissistic people are getting better at being narcissistic. The same info, the same videos, this video, matter of fact, this video that you're watching is also available to narcissists. You see what I'm saying? I think that a lot of people will struggle with that right there, right? Because you might consider yourself an empath, or you might be codependent, whatever you have going on, right? You're a victim of narcissistic abuse. You're a victim of being in a toxic relationship. So you go on your hunt for information. You want to feel better. You join Lee Hammock's support group, the Mental Healers. You do a one-on-one with Lee Hammock at mentalhealness.net. You do all of that stuff. You watch Dr. Romney. You watch Sam Vaknin. You watch The Bat Wolf. You watch Jacob Skidmore. You watch Leon Walker. You watch all this stuff with narcissists. But guess what? Other narcissists are watching that same stuff. Narcissistic people are watching the same things that you're watching. And and guess what? When they're watching those videos, most narcissists are not watching those videos because they think that they are narcissists. Most narcissists are watching those videos because they think that they are the victim. They think that they are the victim of you. So they're watching these videos. They're reading these books. They're taking these courses. They're joining these groups, thinking that they are the victim, right? This is what happens. They think that they are the victim somehow. They're like, well, you know what? I'm the victim of my narcissistic partner. And then they start telling the story like, yeah, so I'm not perfect either, right? I started cheating. I cheated several times. I'm not perfect. I did that. But the fact that they started giving me the silent treatment after I cheated is abuse. The fact that they didn't want to work on anything, they can't forgive. I seen the video said narcissists never forgive you. And I cheated and they would never forgive me. They would never want to work on it. They never try to get past it. They never try to work together with anything, right? So this is what happens. Like nobody don't know. This is what goes on. This is what transpired. I'm the victim here. That's the mentality that they're watching the videos with. Most narcissists are not watching my videos thinking that they are narcissists. Let's keep it hot and ready. Most of them think that they are empaths. Most of them are trying to find a way in their minds to play the victim, right? Now, are there some narcissists that watch my videos thinking that they are narcissists? Yes. Thinking that they are looking for some type of help? Yes. And shout out to you. If you're one of those, shout out to you. Because I know how tough it is to be a narcissist trying to seek help. I get that, right? This video is not for you, because if you're actually trying to get better, hey, more power to you. But if you're not, if you're watching this video like, yeah, I was the abuser, I cheated, I did all this, I did a bunch of BS to this person, and now me being held accountable is abuse, is crazy, right? That's a wild mentality to have. I think that we can all agree on that right there. I think that that's a wild mentality to have, going into it thinking like, you know what? I'm the victim here. I keep having to change my light around, y'all, because the sun is going behind clouds and stuff like that. Like my face is getting dark. Y'all here for the material. Y'all here to hear it, right? So y'all can deal with the sunlight, the sun setting and rising or whatever. It's like what 10:30 here in North Carolina. I don't know what time it is, but yes, narcissists are evolving, y'all. That's why sometimes when you learn, you can learn all you want to about narcissists, right? You can learn so much about narcissistic people. You can watch every video there is. You can feel like you're narcissist proof. Proof. I said proof. You can feel like you're narcissist proof. Go out there, start dating again, get out there into the real world and go on a date with somebody, end up falling in love with somebody, and 6 months down the road, you realize they're a narcissist. You be like, damn, how did this happen? I've watched so many videos. I've studied. I've took courses. How did this happen? Like, I did everything that I've been taught to do. I waited. I took my time. I did all of this stuff. And it still turns out that they were narcissists. What the hell happened? Narcissists are evolving. They're getting better at what they do. You see what I'm saying? And because let's say I'm a narcissist, right? Because I get better at what I do, I know what to look out for. Let's say I'm a narcissist. I'm watching Dr. Romney video about red flags. Or I watch Stronger Than Before, Lisa Sunny. I watched a Lisa Sunny video about red flags of toxic manipulative people, right? I watched that. I know some of these are my red flags. I know that some of these things that are happening, that are talked about in this video, are the red flags that I've done. I know that. So I avoid it. I learn how to avoid it. I evolve. I change with the times, right? You know, one red flag of a narcissist is the fact that they can't handle hearing the word no. So if I know I hate hearing the word no, you tell me no on a first date or second date, even though it hurts, even though it makes my eye twitch, I'm not going to give you a big reaction because that's what narcissists do, right? I know I'm trying to be manipulative, and this is for the higher level narcissists, y'all. This is, again, narcissists are evolving, but I feel like this is for the higher functioning narcissists, not these, for lack of a better word, not these dumb narcissists, y'all. Yeah, some people deal with dumb narcissists. Yeah. Some people say, hey, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, right? Some people do deal with they're just dumb narcissists, right? Just stupid people. But that's what goes on. This is for the higher functioning narcissists. Lower functioning, they are reactionary, right? Lower functioning narcissistic people are super reactionary. They react all the time. They don't know how not to react, right? But the higher functioning narcissists are not going to react a lot. They're not going to give you all that energy. They're going to take their time. They're going to be able to control their reactions for a little while until they get you. Until they get what they want, they're going to be able to hide who they are better. So in order to figure out who they are, you're going to have to take more time. You're going to have to make them uncomfortable. Look, they say you never really know who someone is until you see them angry or uncomfortable or put in a situation where they're stressed out. You never really know who they are. If it's all good times, of course, you're going to think this is a good person. You have to find some bad times. I'm not saying be intentionally bad to this person. I'm just saying when some conflict arises, how do they handle it? Again, even the higher functioning narcissists are going to buckle a lot of times under the stress of conflict. Because a lot of times they want to rage out. A lot of times they want to revert back to their old normal behaviors of give you the silent treatment, right? Of just ignoring you or just sometimes put their hands on you. You see what I'm saying? You have to, I know, so Lee, this sound like victim blaming. How is it victim blaming when I'm trying to help you? How? You know what I'm saying? I know people just be slinging that damn word around. You victim blaming, Lee. How? I'm trying to help you because like in this situation, you have to depend on yourself. You can't depend on them to out themselves. You have to pull them out. You think a damn troll is going to willfully come out from under the damn bridge? No, you have to trick them to come out from under the bridge. You have to pull them out into the sunlight. You think a vampire is willfully going to walk out into the daylight? No, they sleep in coffins. You got to open the coffin up and shine the sun on their ass. That's what you have to do. They're not willfully going to give in and out themselves and put themselves in unnecessary danger. Who would do that? You see what I'm saying? You have to pull them out. You have to put them in these scenarios and allow them the opportunity to out themselves. You have to pull them into the sunlight and see if they burn. Hey, come over here in the sunlight real quick. Now I like the shade. It's really, the shade. I like the shade. The shade is my home. I sleep. I love the shade. Okay. I guess we're gonna not fall in love. Okay, I'm coming. I'm burning. You, I know there's an obtuse example right there, but sometimes you have to boil it down to the nitty gritty part of it, y'all. You have to understand that this is how a lot of narcissists' minds work. Like they want to be manipulative, they want to be abusive, they want to be toxic, they want to do this type of stuff. But you have to pull them out in the open and do it, right? They like narcissists are getting, when I say evolving, they're getting better at masking who they are. Yeah, the matter of fact, I could be a prime example of this. Let's just use me as an example here, right? I knew nothing about narcissistic abuse in May of 2020. When I first started my platform talking about narcissistic relationships, toxic relationship dynamics, I had zero knowledge of narcissistic abuse. I had zero knowledge of toxic relationship dynamics. Zero. I knew nothing. All the knowledge, most of the knowledge you see that I have right now, comes from me watching videos about narcissistic abuse, right? My own lived experience of being a narcissist, right, and dealing with other narcissists in my own life, right? But like I said, watching videos, doing the other stuff. Yeah, I've read a bunch of literature. I've done a bunch of that work as well. But that's the point. It's out there for me to read as a diagnosed narcissist. Yes, I'm using my information for good, but most narcissists are not trying to use it for good. You see what I'm saying? Like I've learned this stuff from watching videos. I've learned this stuff from reading books. I read Dr. Romany's books. I read Dr. Peter Salerno. I read his books. I read Sam Bagnall's book. I read Dana Morningstar's books. I read so many different books and literature about narcissistic relationships, y'all. It's out there. For me, I use it for good because I've helped a lot of people, right? And also, one of the main sources of information I get about how to help people is talking to survivors, y'all. Survivors, thrivers, psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, counselors, coaches. I've talked to thousands over the last 5 years. I've been blessed. I'm so grateful. I've got the opportunity to help thousands of people understand what they went through. On a macro scale, it's millions of people because I have over 3 million people that follow me across social media, right? I've got the opportunity to talk to so many damn people. And I've helped so many people too, y'all. I've helped so many people. I love it. Y'all don't understand how much I love it. I really do, y'all. So as you're moving forward, as you continue to thrive in your journey, just understand that the same information that's out there for you is out there for them as well, right? And how they use the information, like I say, I use it for good. Most are not going to use it for good. The Bat Wolf uses his for good. You see what I'm saying? He's on his social media doing his stuff right here, whatever case may be, right? The information out there for good. Most time. Well, Bat Wolf has his drama going on sometimes, right? But we're all going to have slip ups and stuff like that, y'all. Anyways, y'all, I got to hop off this thing. I have a one-on-one I have to hop off to right now. But hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The podcast is launching this week. The first episode of the Mental Healness Podcast is being released this week. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, y'all, hit that subscribe button. Mentalhealness.net for all things Lee Hammock. And I am out. Peace.